Hey guys, Kurt here. This is part 5 of the legendary Rogue Dagger questline, and here I am trying to infiltrate Gilneas to kill Lord Hiram Creed for Assassinate Creed. Now, in this portion, I'm going to be showing you how I get through this giant tangled mess of snipers, foot soldiers, and a bunch of other ads that are just going to try and kill me. But for this part of the quest, guys, I need to go through this just like I did the last part of the quest in Ravenholt, which is where I had this giant red reticle that showed you the aggro radius of these ads. And as you can see, I can actually go right up behind them. As long as they're not staring at you when you're in the red part, you're fine. So you need to use Distract, Sap, Blind, all these other spells. But the key here is, guys, just like Ravenholt, if you get found, you'll be teleported right back to the start. Now, unfortunately, in this one, Ravenholt's pretty quick. This one is really, really long, and as you can see, in about a minute, I'll be going into the middle of the city. I'm thinking, this isn't too bad. You know, there's like a couple people here and there scattered around. This isn't terrible. And then you actually get inside, and it's like, yeah, about that quest. So as you can see, the foot soldiers are going by, and you can see them kind of padding and all that stuff. The snipers are looking around. They, as I've noticed, actually have a pretty reasonable stealth detection radius, a little bit bigger than foot soldiers, especially near the docks to the left, which I'll be going to later. But you can just see all these red bars. I use the red bars because I can tell where things are relative to me and if they're moving or standing still. It's really useful, and generally speaking, it lets me know if something's blending in the background. And here I'm getting stuck on a wheel on a wagon. I'm like, yep, can't move. World of Warcraft, why are you breaking like that? Oh, it's a wagon. And as you can see in the chat windows, I'm getting tips for my stream as I go, and I'm pretty stressed out because I'm like watching these things pop up ad infinitum. I'm like, ah, get out of the way! I'm gonna die! And basically, guys, this is just a huge exercise in frustration because I get found about 5 times before I figure out what's going on. So rather than force you guys to sit through and watch me fail, and fail again, I'm gonna fast forward to my successful attempt, which actually is not related to this entrance in any way, shape, or form. So, see you guys in a minute. Hey guys, I'm back, and this time I'm approaching from the southwest bridge. And this is the way that I actually got to Lord Hiram Creed without actually failing. So this side is a lot easier, a lot less lengthy, less monster packed. So as you can see, I can see Lord Hiram Creed about a football field's length away in front of me. And all I gotta do is get past this giant clump of ads and a few petrols, and I'm good. So the problem is, though, if you're not Subtlety for this part, I really can't think how you'd get by. You need Shadowstep to effectively get through. So if you haven't specced Subtlety before, try and do it at least for this leg of the quest. And try and target the furthest back ad you possibly can in this clump that's not facing towards you, and get to them. So right now, in Whisper, I'm kind of organizing a group to try and kill Lord Hiram Creed because, if you guys didn't know, you can kill it with rogue friends that are on the same leg of the quest. You get phased into this special Gilneas quest spawn area, but you can do it with anybody who's on the same phase. You can't do it with random people. You can't recruit your entire guild, have them kill the ads for you while you storm through. You need to be doing it with rogues that are actually on the same leg. But the plus side is, it's totally doable from this side and totally less stressful. So here I'm distracting an ad, sapping him, and using this as kind of my launching point for my Shadowstep. So I go over, boom, Shadowstep once I'm sure it's safe, and then sap him. So there's plenty of room on every single side. I don't have to worry about it. I'm like, oh, thank God. But then I'm like, oh, God, please don't let the sniper pad in. Please. Okay, thank God, she turned away. So since the snipers are facing away, they can't see me, even if I have my reticle go over. So this is perfect. I am safe as long as I don't go in front of their line of sight. And I'm getting invited to the group that's going to be killing Lord Hiram Creed. So the next step is to get behind this foot soldier. I'm waiting for Shadowstep's cooldown, and it's up. And I'm just making sure that the patrols are safe. And once I'm sure the patrols aren't looking at me, boom, teleport. And the last thing standing between me and Lord Hiram Creed is the Packmaster. So I almost like, I almost had a conniption thinking the foot soldier was gonna see me. Make sure I get around the left side so he doesn't actually get my red field of vision, and just sneak right through. And bam! Thank you, Lord Jesus, I'm through. All right, that was a really painful experience, guys. Thank you to my stream and everyone for helping me with that one. Now I'm here at Lord Hiram Creed. Now there's one other way you can do it. You can have one of your friends take you on either the dragon that you can have a mount and someone riding you, or a two-person mount of any variety that flies, and they can fly over Gilneas because they're not part of the quest. They won't get kicked off, and you leave their vehicle and kind of float into Lord Hiram Creed's room. My rogue buddy that I'm partnering with is going to do that exact thing, but if you have to do this yourself, follow what I did, and you can get through really easily. So, see you guys for the next part.